Express yourself. I'm expressing with my full capabilities. Now they got me locked in correctional facilities. Yeah, express yourself from NWA's breakout album, straight out of Compton. Taking it back, West Coast rap. That was perfect intro for this video. Now this video will be relatively short, relatively quick. Sometimes I say that, but true on this one. This was a subscriber asked video. And the subscriber asked me, well, yo, Wonder, could you talk about, because I've talked about it in the past, because he said, I believe he said, talked about pacing. I've talked about a few elements I liked about the anime. I think it's done better and different. He's like, well, can you do a comparison between the anime and manga? I'm like, yeah, that's great. I haven't done that. So let me go ahead and do this thing here. One Piece. Let me give you the what's the word I'm looking for? Prerequisites. That's the word I'll use. The One Piece manga is my all-time favorite manga as of yet. It's number one for me. Okay. The anime, top 5, not number 1. Because of other anime that I've watched. Still top 5, mind you. Believe it's ranked number 4. Yeah, I think I still have number 4. One Piece Addict. The One Piece anime got me into manga. Because, see, the thing is, I wasn't going to read manga. Okay. I was an anime fan. Not huge anime fan, but as an anime fan. Grew up watching as well. Especially the late 90s, early 2000s, all the way up until the mid 2000s. And then I think Bakugan was the last of my era, you could say. Bakugan New Destroy. I don't think Gundalian Warriors or Invaders was out at the time. But anyways, regardless. I wasn't going to read manga. But One Piece, I couldn't wait. I was too much of a One Piece addict. I could not wait because I had caught up to the most recent episode. And at that time was Punk Hazard. In the beginning, one of the earliest parts of Punk Hazard. I don't even know if they had faced the dragon yet. And so I'm like, yo, screw this. I need to read this. And then I fell in love with manga, period. And from there, and as you can see, I'm heavy in the manga now. So I have to thank the One Piece anime. The One Piece anime, oh my goodness, the moment stuff. And I'll deal with it, but just so many memories. Like this journey, it's unbelievable. And got me to see the world in different ways. And it helped me think about certain things, themes of justice, the balance of power and whatnot. You could say that's the One Piece story, but at the time I hadn't read the manga. You understand what I'm saying? So all these elements, people be hating on the 4 kids though. I get what you're saying, but at the same time it wasn't as bad. Look, that's what I was introduced, and I fell in love with the story of One Piece. I didn't even care about all those. I forgot about all those elements, to be honest with you. I fell in love with the story of One Piece. And I think it's also because I saw some of Funimation as well when I was younger. I didn't even know. So, oh no, I don't know. But I didn't see it. I only saw it partially. But the fact that I was exposed, 4 kids or not, 4 kids dub or not, I was exposed to One Piece. Okay. It stuck with me. And it's one of the reasons, the One Piece anime is one of the main reasons as to why I was even introduced into the YouTube and anime manga community like a year and a half ago. One Piece. Now, to the anime and manga, because I said it'll be relatively short. All that out the way. Because I don't believe I've actually said that in video formatted before. No, I don't believe so. Pros and cons. Let's look at the anime. What does the anime do beautifully well? Them epic moments. Those epic moments, my lord. I can give a list, but let me just start it. The walk in Arlong Park. The walk. The Nami moment. And then Luffy giving Nami a hat. Y'all know the moment. The Going Merry death. The funeral pyre of the going. Oh my goodness, that made me cry. When Luffy was crying, when Luffy cried over the Going Merry, that was so emotional. The punch on Sabadi Archipelago, the punch of the world noble. Just these three alone. Ace's death. Do I need to go more and more? You understand what I'm saying? The moments. And I mean, there's occasional like the Sanji versus Vergo, him coming in there originally wasn't as hyped as it is. But the moments, I have got to say, I probably got to give the moments over the manga. I do. Those because animation. There's something about animation, and here's what people need to realize. Anime is an adaptation of the manga. It is not directly the manga. Period. It's an adaptation. Now, I want it closely related to the manga, but it doesn't have to be. Number 2 with the anime. The journey. It encompasses the journey more. Because a lot of times, you got to realize, first and foremost, One Piece, its genre is an adventure story. It's a masterpiece, and it's up there with Robinson Crusoe. It's up there with Gulliver's Travels, with Treasure Island, with Count of Monte Cristo. It's up there, you know, right up there with the classics. And so it's an adventure story. The anime captures that even in the filler episode, like for example, the Brook. I don't believe the Brook when he was, you know, finding his place on the Straw Hat crew. I don't believe that was where it was canon, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yo, just the journey with the Straw Hats, it captures these moments beautifully. You know, just on the ship and just having the fun times and all that. The anime captures that. I don't think you necessarily get that sense in the manga. Okay? Action sequences. Look, man, the fights. Generally, the anime does it better. Pretty much the anime does it. Because it not only does it add in the full filler scene concept, it adds in, you know, the fluid motion, whatever. But, for example, and this is where I disagree with people. I know I have mad disagreements. But I'll give 2 examples, 2 recent ones. On the Punk Hazard, the tussle with the clash, the struggle with Luffy and Caesar Clown, round 3, right? I preferred that in anime more than the manga. The manga was confusing. It like didn't explain. People were like, oh, but you should stuck to the manga. Luffy just blasted through. Now, when has Luffy blasted through a fool just like that? Let's get real. Now, some people talk about the Hody Jones situation. I don't know, because I did not actually look in the manga on that one, so I can't comment on that one. But on the Caesar Clown, I definitely preferred it in the manga because it made more sense. It was logical. Look, Caesar Clown defeated this dude once. Yeah, I knew he got to sneak in regardless. Caesar Clown would have been defeated by Luffy before, but Monet got in the way. The fact is, like, yo, and that you could say filler scene with the Conqueror's Arc, it made sense. Luffy's dominating, and it wasn't like it was like a 7-minute struggle. It was like a 2-minute struggle at most. It made sense, and the whole crusty, the smoke on his Elephant Magnum, I liked it. It made sense. This wasn't the same Caesar Clown. He was a bulked up version, so of course a little bit stronger. Luffy still blasted the fool. It didn't change anything. I just like the execution better. The whole Vergo versus well, you could say Law 2, that was epic. But versus Smoker, that was well done. The Flamingo versus Smoker, the fluid motion, I prefer it. A recent example I said I would give. Another one is the Bartolomeo. I mean, well, there's Bartolomeo, but the Bellamy situation when Bellamy went in. It was better. When Ricky went in, it was better. You know, Luffy with his dodges. Like, there's just certain so the action, the battle sequence is better. Let's see, what else? You got the emotions, you got the journey, you got the battle sequences. And the anime sometimes explains crap better. It does. For example, one scene in the Punk Hazard part, when Luffy did the kind of all for young, like there was a scene And because Oda has a certain amount of pages, it gets confusing. But in the anime, you could see he was talking about all four getting taken down, or all three. It was something along that. It was just better explained in the anime. With Bellamy sticking the knives. If I missed that in the manga, I got that explained in a couple of different reviews. Like, there's just certain scenes they're better explained. Now, I have to get on this. People be talking about the slow walking scenes. Sometimes they're you see, oh, what is stretched out. I like it. Like, for example, Fujitora approaching Zoro. That was badass. That was classic. Like, it was a classic kind of gunslinger, outlaw kind of showdown kind of thing. You knew this dude was powerful. Zoro just ready to go. And then people talk about, well, Fujitora's ability just made a crater. I like it. The whole gravity, like the extended scenes, I prefer that. In the anime, it makes it come to life more. You feel me? Sometimes they extend a little bit too much. I'll admit that. But yeah, the coloration that makes it come to life. Like, it makes the more individualistic characters. With the colors of their hair and just different things and the way they look. Generally, I like it. I prefer it in the anime. It comes to life more. And that's what the anime does. It really, all these, you can embody it in this one simple concept of coming to life. Pops off from more than sometimes the manga. Now, the manga, story-wise, better. I mean, from the fact of not the impact, because of its shortened concept, better. Not moments. I'm talking about overall impact, better. It makes Luffy seem more serious, which he is. It makes him seem more intelligent, which he is. The suspense is better in the manga. Pretty much here's at the end of the day, when I want to come to it like this, because I can go on, and I still want to keep this relatively short. I wanted to focus a lot on anime, a lot on the criticism. This is what it is. It comes down to, when you want to talk about, feeling experience of a sort of real life situation, anime. If you want to come to from a story writing perspective, manga. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. Because it doesn't surprise me, it's an anime versus literature. It's a show versus literature. The anime brings things to life. The manga deals with the storytelling. Now, I'm not saying the anime doesn't deal with storytelling, but the adaptation is not meant for being the story told. It's not pulling a Kill la Kill when it doesn't have a manga basis. That's what the manga is there for. It's not supposed to be the manga. It's the anime. Understand this simple concept. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on the situation and on the subject. Till next time, y'all. Peace. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night.